Hello, beautiful angels. It is Olivia Grace, and I am back with another video for you guys. And in this video, we are going to be talking about some success stories that people have found just from watching my videos. None of these are from clients. These are all from people that have just been watching my videos. Actually, I think I might include one from a client. We'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited to share with you guys. I'm always telling you guys how important it is to practice, right? Not to be just a hearer of the word, but a doer of the word. Watching videos, reading books, absorbing information doesn't help you, right? Taking action in your life is what helps you. So let these success stories be an encouragement to you to take action, to actually apply what you've learned this far. I was reading in Neville today, and he was saying how someone who has a little bit of information but applies it is going to be way better off than someone who has a lot of information and doesn't apply it, okay? Now, before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by Michelle's Holistic Reading. So what they offer is a report based off of numerology, astrology, human design, and psychology. They combine all four of these really important modalities to discover who you are. And they have partnered with me, and I have a link in the description where you can get your free Superpower Report. They let you know some of your unique superpowers. This is completely free. So you get 3 superpowers for free. And they did also gift me a full report based off of numerology, astrology, human design, and psychology. And you guys, listen, I always want to say, I'm a complex person. I mean, I'm pretty complex, I think. I wouldn't even say complex. I would say I'm just very different. I'm a very unique person, when you know me through and through. And because of that, to be honest, you guys, I don't know that I've ever felt understood 100%. You know, there are people in my life for sure that understand me, but to an extent, or understand a part of me. But feeling 100% understood, I've never had that experience until I read this. And I'm not even kidding. I actually am going to read a snippet for you guys so y'all can see how accurate that this stuff is. But in the full report, they actually give you a year ahead, a look at your year ahead. They tell you what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what your gifts and natural abilities are, how to best use those gifts, what things, as far as areas for growth that you should look out for. It was 90 pages. It's 90 pages of just you, a super deep look at who you are and where your abilities are best used. So I'm gonna read really quick just one of my superpowers, and those of you that watch my channel often or that have gotten to know me a little bit will see how true this is. So, and this is from the free report that I'm offering for you guys, okay? So it says, Olivia, you have an intrinsic ability to challenge the status quo, pushing others to question their assumptions and see things from a fresh perspective. Your insight and observations can shake people out of their comfort zones, catalyzing transformative change in their lives. In everyday situations, this manifests as a knack for asking the right questions at the right time, sparking deep introspection and self-reflection in those around you. Whether engaging in a casual conversation or providing guidance to a friend, your words carry a profound impact. Behind this gift lies a deep understanding of the human psyche and the barriers that often hold people back from reaching their full potential. You intuitively sense the fears, doubt, and self-imposed limitations that others struggle with, and you have a unique ability to illuminate these inner obstacles, empowering others to transcend them. Your superpower takes on an even greater depth and significance. You are naturally attuned to the energy and potential of those around you, and you have a rare capacity to see beneath the surface and discern the true essence of a person. Your approach is one of gentle but persistent invitation, encouraging others to step into their greatness and embrace the transformative journey of self-discovery. You lead by example, embodying the very qualities of courage, authenticity, and self-awareness that you inspire in others. In essence, your superpower lies in your ability to be a catalyst for profound personal growth and transformation. Through your insights, intuitive guidance, and unwavering belief in the potential of others, you have the power to inspire individuals to break free from their limitations and step into a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and authenticity. Wow. Like, you guys, if I ever had any question that if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I think that about answers it. And that, you guys, is just a small part of what they offer. But yeah, it's like the most accurate reading I've ever had, and it helped me to understand myself deeper. I'm already a very introspective person. I'm always looking at myself, but obviously, you know, there are things that can be illuminated for us. So check it out for yourselves, you guys. But other than that, let's get into the video. So I am Olivia Grace. I am a manifestation teacher. I speak mostly on the law of assumption on this channel, manifestation in all ways. So if you're interested, then definitely subscribe, come be a part of the community, like the video, share it, comment, turn on your notification bell if you want to catch me live, all that good stuff. I do have 2 programs that I am offering for October. My Light of Love, that is for love and or specific person manifestation. You can email me if you're interested, and my Business Divine, which is for quantum leaping in your business. And you can email me for that as well. So let me know if you're interested. Other than that, you guys, let's get started. So the first one that I want to share with you guys is actually from my Discord. Most of these are from my Discord, which you guys can also join. The link is in the description. And this one was so profound. So I'm going to leave everyone anonymous because nobody specifically said for me to use their name. So I'm just going to be anonymous. But basically this member had, her father was sick and very sick. I believe he had cancer. And so we have been attending with her for weeks, in the Discord group, in the lives, just really surrounding her with love and support. And she came in yesterday and said that her dad's scans came back clear. The doctors were like baffled. They ran it twice because they're like, we don't know how this is happening. And she came into the Discord chat and let us know, which was my visualization that I saw of her coming into the chat, letting us know that her father had healed, had a miraculous healing, and seeing everyone congratulate her and being so happy for her. And that exact thing played out. So that was awesome. Now, so this one I'm just gonna read. This one is a comment on one of my videos. She says, when I confirmed yesterday that something clicked while I was watching this video, it most definitely did. This video, along with many others, has changed my life. Literally in one day after watching your video, I played the pick 4 and my exact words were, I will never lack, I have plenty, money is obsessed with me, and I always get what I want. I'm in my highest timeline. When I tell you I won big, I'm on top of the world right now and there's no coming down. Awesome, right? Awesome. Okay, here's another. So she says, I recently got a cavity but didn't want to go get it filled. And if you know, you know that cavities can be so stressful because of the dental bill. So I was manifesting and only accepting the reality where my teeth were healthy. And this morning, the obvious black dot in my teeth was there, but tonight it has gone away. And there is now a tiny empty hole in my teeth where the decay used to be. The cavity is gone. Yes, I was jumping up and down for that. And then another one, she did my I Manifest Instantly challenge. And I'll put that up here somewhere. And I was manifesting that my boyfriend would take care of all of my needs. And the next day he came home saying that he got a job promotion. The next few days after that, he's talking about our marriage plans. I'd also like to share 2 other big, huge successes I had since discovering Master Manifestor's YouTube channel about manifesting money. I was using the techniques to manifest profiting every day in the stock market. And I was also applying the same principles to be in the reality where I travel from home, Atlanta, Georgia, to England, UK, because that's where my boyfriend is currently. I started profiting $100 a day when I didn't even know how to properly trade the stock market. And then my boyfriend called me one night shortly after starting the manifesting, and said, I can't wait anymore, and bought me a plane ticket. And now I'm in his place in England. I love that. That is so awesome. Okay. Let me go ahead and tell you guys a couple of mine. So one is a revision story, and this has to do with me and my SP. So when I was like still in the process of manifesting my SP, I kept revising that we have always been in our divine union. We've always been in our divine union, right? That was like one of my affirmations that I was using. And so my SP ended up telling me that, number one, that the day that we broke up was also the day that he decided that he wanted to marry me. Now, this is crazy, you guys, because when we were broken up the whole year, this guy wasn't even talking about getting back together with me. We weren't talking about like really much of anything when it came to us. So how is it that the moment that we broke up, you know, he was telling me like, you know, we could date other people, like all kinds of things. Well, he said that I could and he wasn't, but whatever. So how is it that the moment that we broke up was the moment he realized he wanted to marry me? He also said that he had a dream. Those of you that know, my dad passed away. And actually, you know what? Let me tell this full story. So that morning, before he tells me all this, I was thinking about, because we've been like planning our wedding and planning, you know, like starting the planning phases and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking about how I wish that he could ask my dad for my hand in marriage, right? And my dad passed away last year, so he couldn't. And I just had this thought, and literally later that day, he comes over and he tells me for the first time that he had a dream about my dad, and that my dad basically told him in the dream to marry me. And so I didn't mention to him what I had thought about wanting my dad to ask, you know, wanting him to ask my dad for my hand in marriage. He just happened to tell me that, and also told me that he already knew he wanted to marry me the whole time. So that to me was pretty indicative of revision, because I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. So the whole time that I was thinking it wasn't done, it was done, right? My next one is a money goal. So last month, my goal was a 20K month. And for the first 2 weeks, you guys, I was literally barely making any sales. Like, I was barely like making any sales. But the thing is, you guys, this is why identity is so important, because even though physically I wasn't seeing any sales, so the way it was looking was like, I'm not even gonna hit the 10K month, right? Like, I'm not even gonna get there, you know? But what I did was I continued to deny that, right? I continued to deny that. I said, no, of course, I already hit it. All I kept doing was seeing myself popping champagne, celebrating my 20K month. Now, y'all, I don't drink champagne. That's not even what I did when I hit it, right? But it was me returning back to the decision that it had worked out, that I had in fact reached my goal. And lo and behold, I did hit the 20K, right? So just take that, like, always persist, you guys. Never, I don't care how long it is. It had been a couple of weeks for me where things were just not looking good. And I could have accepted that and been like, yeah, it's just not going to work out. Like, it's fine, like, whatever. No, never accept defeat. Okay? It can only go the way that you say. So say it's going your way. Okay? So, okay. All right. Now, this is another one. She says, so I created a extremely high-ass self-concept of myself in love. Mind you, I used to deal with all kinds of third parties all the time in relationships. But after my high-ass level up, girl, My ex who got married, he was an old SP I was manifesting before he got married, literally came to my friend's house because he knew I was there, begging me and talking to me about divorcing homegirl because apparently I was always the girl of his dreams. And his wife called my phone because she stalked my number on his phone and told me that he's been saying my name in his dreams out loud, and she's basically worried about me taking her man. She was literally crying. I didn't lift a finger, just self-concept. And mind you, I'm now engaged to a whole famous man now. So yeah, self-concept all day. I love that. Now, y'all know I don't support people taking people's husbands, but she was already affirming for him before he got married, right? So this is the thing too, you guys. Even when you feel like, oh, there's no movement, it's not working, it's always working, right? It's always working. But self-concept is gonna do that, okay? So, oh, I think I cut one of them off. Okay. So this one, she has a few. She says, I was behind on a bill and it was $502 if I paid it by the 31st, but I wasn't getting paid until the 1st, which was going to go up to $720 then. I panicked and had a meltdown, then stood up and said, no, this is my reality and I'm going to pay it on the 1st and it will be less than $500. So I called on the 1st and she said it was $720. I asked, can you check those numbers again to make sure it's right? And she did, and came back and said, actually, it's only $462. Sorry about that. Of course it is, because I decided it would be. Yes, you guys. Deciding, it's nothing like it, y'all. Nothing like it. Okay? Let's see here. Okay. My daughter's car broke down and she needed a new car to get to work. I didn't have the money to buy her one and her father wouldn't. She said she wanted a convertible. Well, soon my aunt found her a red Mini Cooper convertible from a friend for $8,000. She said she could save up for it. It seems perfect, but was still going to take her a bit to save the money. I honestly don't know what happened, but about a week later, they started saying that the car was only $3,000, and then my father gave her the money for it. But everybody was acting like the car was always only $3,000, which is wildly cheap for that car, and I know it was $8,000 before. So she got the car in a week instead of a few months like she originally thought it would be. Wow, I love that. Okay, so here's one that's actually from a friend of mine, and she was doing the challenge. Which challenge? She was doing my money challenge from my money video, which I'll put up here. But she was doing this challenge, and she says that she ended up getting hit up by one of her exes that she used to live with. She lived with him basically the whole time that they were together. He wasn't paying her bill, like he wasn't paying his half of the bills, so she ended up having to pay all of it. So while she's doing my money challenge, this guy reaches out to her like years later, you know, and is like, hey, I want to start paying you back for all that money that I owe you. So I'm gonna put myself on a payment schedule, and I'm gonna make a payment to you every single week until I pay you back what I owe you. It's like, what? Like, who does that? It's not like she wasn't coming after him. She didn't sue him. She wasn't like making him come to her. Like, he just decided that on his own. And I want you guys to realize that your decision inspires and leads to their decision. Okay? All right, another one. So I have a success story. So I broke up with my ex SP 3 months ago. Since then, I've been focusing on self-concept and living my best life. Whenever he crossed my mind, I'd affirm and revise, but it wasn't a big priority to me. Well, yesterday, he came back literally telling me all of my assumptions. He said he missed me so much and couldn't stand to be without me. How he would drive by my house to see if my car was in the driveway. How he would cuddle up with my robe that I left over his house. Exactly what I affirmed. He said that in the last 3 weeks, he kept thinking about me more and more and more, and it overwhelmed him, and he had to just reach out. Then he poured his heart out to me and was just so loving and caring. It was the sweetest he's ever been. Now he's also blowing up my phone to talk to me and see me, and keeps insisting on taking care of me. If any of you guys are manifesting an SP, trust me that they get every thought that you think about them and yourself. One more thing I want to mention is I had him blocked on everything. So he emailed me a few weeks ago. I didn't respond. And then this time around, he made a new IG just so he could text me. So this is what I be telling y'all. Nothing can get in the way of your manifestation. It doesn't matter if you block them. Oh, how are they going to get in contact with you? They'll figure it out, okay? They'll figure it out. But notice how she said she was focusing on her self-concept. Notice, like, I want to really highlight that again, you guys. This guy went out, he emailed her, she still didn't respond. He didn't just pack it up there. He said, oh no, I have to get her. I need her. I'm going to do something else, right, to get her attention. All right. Okay, let's see. Revision and decision. So I got a notification that my car had a recall. I called the dealership and they said I had to bring my car in and leave it for 3 to 4 days. So I missed my appointment because I didn't want to be left without my car. I was anxious and got mad and said, no, fuck that. They do not need to keep my car. I revised the conversation and said it will only take a half an hour. I waited a few weeks and then I needed an oil change. Called the dealership to schedule an oil change and the guy said, oh, you have a recall. We will do both and the recall will only take half an hour. I just knew things had to go my way, and the affirmation I had been reciting is everything worked out beautifully. I love that. So yes, you guys, I believe that is all of the, that's all of the success stories for today. I'm not going to make this too long, but like I said in the beginning, you guys, I just want to encourage you to try. You guys, just try. Just come up against the thing that you think is impossible and do it anyway. Assume it anyway. Manifest it anyway. And that is the only way for you to prove to yourself that nothing is impossible to you. Okay? So I'm intending that prospers you, intending that this helps you. If you would like to get your own reading, your own holistic reading, the link is in the description for your free superpower report. And if you would like to join either my Light of Love or Business Divine, then definitely reach out to me. Join the Discord if you guys want to be in a great community that's super supportive, and join the Patreon. If you guys would like to manifest alongside with me, you get epiphanies in real time, my meditations, my recorded affirmations, all of those kinds of things. So looking forward to seeing you all in there, sending you all immense love, and seeing you guys in a video soon.